Alright, everybody, welcome back! So tonight, holy crap, that's loud in my ears, we're going to be playing a game called Don't Open Your Eyes. As you can see, the don't is very much like don't do it. Anyway, I thought this game looked interesting, so I decided, why not? It's scary. Who doesn't like to be terrified? Let's go ahead and just jump in and see what this is all about, shall we? It looked interesting, it looked cool. I'm going to leave a link in the description so you guys can go check it out yourself if you would like to experience it on your own. But yeah, it just looked great. It's getting late. Do I click or does he talk on his own? Okay. My eyelids have begun to feel heavy. I better go to sleep. I leave aside the book I've been reading and look out my window. The process of falling asleep is always a struggle against noise. Barking dogs, police sirens, or even my own intrusive thoughts. But not even the turning gears of my brain are producing much sound. Tonight is just oddly quiet. Quiet. Too quiet. I feel restless. My sight veers towards the valley outside my door. Or the hallway, sorry, outside my door. This is supposed to be a text-based horror experience, so... And also, I myself am afraid of the dark. I'm not as bad as I used to be, mind you. But that's like one of my worst fears is like being in a room in the dark and like something's like hello or something weird like that, or I hear like a noise that doesn't belong there or something. So if you heard my headset get bumped, it's because my oldest son came in to give me a good night hug. The distance between my room and the opposite wall is only 10 steps long. I'd know, since I've made a habit of counting them whenever I go out. 1, 2, 3, absent-mindedly, but always. I don't know why. Maybe I just like being aware of my surroundings to the smallest details. But tonight is different. The hallway looks like it stretches into nothingness, like the throat of a gargantuan beast. Logical thinking cries that it's just my imagination. There can't be anything wrong or different about it. It's just a hallway. But I don't want to look at it. So I take a deep breath and close my eyes. In my room. There's a bed. In my room. There's a wardrobe. In my room. There's pictures framed on the wall. My room is a part of myself. It's a world I know like the back of my hand. Were someone to blindfold me and ask me to find my way around, I'd do so without the slightest difficulty. As long as nothing changes, having my eyes closed makes no difference. In this room, I can always find what I want to find. Because in this room, I know how everything looks. I need to wake up early tomorrow. I should really try to sleep. I'm already freaked out. Oh my god. Yeah, no shit. What? It's like, what's that sound? Are those footsteps? No, that's impossible. It must be my imagination. But it's getting closer. And closer. And And closer. And closer. They're gone. Right. There's no way someone could be there. No thanks. I'm sleeping.
Hey,
Hey.
open your eyes.
Mm-mm. No. I don't open my eyes.
Open your eyes. Look at me.
I do my best to ignore the voice.
Why won't you look at me? Where are your manners? If a stranger asks for help, is it right to ignore them? Is that how it is?
I can feel someone breathing over my ear. It's cold.
I will share a secret with you. I have never seen myself before.
I'm sorry.
I don't know if my face is ugly. I don't know the color of my skin. I don't know if I'm even here. That is why I need you to open your eyes.
Oh my god. I don't want to. I'm freaked out by you,
So you
dude.
can tell me how I look. But I'm also shy. So I might hide the moment you do. You won't find me anywhere. And soon, you will forget.
This fucking voice actor. I want to know who did this because, I'm fucking terrified of him.
Like a faded dream. I know you're not asleep. You listen with those tiny ears of yours. They look so fragile. Like I could almost grab them.
I feel something caress my ear.
Put my fingers around them. And tear them off. If I do, will you scream?
Probably they're my fucking ears, dude. I kind of need them to hear weird people come into my house and whisper to me in the darkness. Don't do that.
Will I hear your voice? It was a joke. I'm joking. Don't be scared. Hey, how do you think my eyes look? When our gazes finally meet, what will you find? Answer me.
Lost? They look lost. What do their eyes look like?
They look lost.
Oh, they look so sad.
That may be so. I am never sure of where I am. My days consist of wandering about aimlessly, searching for something. I worry that if I'm not paying attention, what I'm searching for will slip away.
My fucking hair is standing up on my arms.
The thought terrifies me. It terrifies me so much. So I always keep my eyes peeled. Even if there's nothing to see.
So right now my eyes are closed, so I'm just imagining in my head what I think he looks like.
That way, nothing will slip away. No matter where it goes. And no matter where it hides. No matter how terrifying the world might be. the feelings that drove me to it. What is it? Is it something I can hold? Is it a being of flesh and bones? Is it nearby? Is it you?
It's almost like he's like desperately looking for some sort of, like, he's looking for meaning. It's kind of sad and terrifying.
Have you ever looked so fervently for something that you end up losing yourself in the process? Have you?
I remained silent.
These eyes. Are these my eyes? A good answer. Yet there is only one way to know the truth. Open your eyes.
No, I'm scared to open them.
So you won't look at me. Even though your eyes are so pretty. I can't see them, but I can imagine them behind their veil of flesh. Round like pearls, and shiny like jewels. So pretty.
A breath of cold air caresses my eyelashes.
It's fine. We still have time. The night is still and silent.
I'm sorry if I'm so quiet. It's just, this is nuts. He's breathing in my ear.
People are good at closing their doors.
That scared me.
Do you know what a door is?
Mm-hmm.
Of course you know.
I left mine open.
You have one. Right there. At the verge of your little world. A door is a barrier to keep the bad out.
Are you bad?
The bad can be anything. A bad person. A bad smell. And sometimes me. I can't open doors. I find them tricky. Should I push or pull? Should I turn the knob left or right? Should I try to take it off its hinges? Should I chip away at it, hoping it will fall apart? And what happens when it opens? Do I close it behind me?
That's the polite thing to do, yeah. Please.
Do I keep it open? But that might be rude to the person who had it closed. But then, how do I get out? And what happens if the wind pushes it close? What then? So many options. So many things that could go wrong. Whenever I stand in front of a closed door, it paralyzes me. I stare at it for a long time and think of my excuses, because that's all they are. What bothers me the most about closed doors is the idea they exist.
I'm sorry that I'm being so quiet. It's just that this is actually really good, and this guy is amazing at being creepy. I love it.
To keep me out. It fills me with the need to go in, so I search for a crevice or a window. Anything that might be open. Anything that might let me in. I'm not good with doors, but as long as there's a place where I can fit, then I can go in anywhere. Every night, I hop across the shadows of the streets. I'm careful so as to not be caught by the light. In my eternal search, I pick a place where to rest. I slip in and spend the night wherever is comfortable, without alerting anyone.
So he's some kind of monster Possibly a demon, maybe some sort of boogeyman type creature or something.
Usually it's a cellar, an attic, anywhere with dust, with dirt. I feel at home there. But sometimes, just sometimes, an urge swells inside of me. The urge to be seen. So I search hard for a door that's open, for an entryway covered in darkness, and for someone to be at the other end, awake, as if expecting me.
So I'm guessing if he goes into a house that's open and he finds that there's no one there who's awake, he must just like leave the person alone, or maybe even leave. Because, I mean, obviously he's probably not going to be like, hey, wake up. I need you to look at my face and tell me what it looks like. It's like, how did you get in my house?
But you won't look at me, even though you had your door open for visitors. Why is that? Are you afraid? Do I scare you? No, that can't be it. We have been chatting for so long. You haven't chased me out. That means you welcome me. So I'm certain that if I were to reach out my hand,
Something moves over my bed sheets.
you would reciprocate and grasp it. I'm sure your hands are warm. So very warm. Because people are always warm. Hey, how do my hands look when my warmth finally meets yours? How will it feel? Answer me.
They look tired. I guess with lost eyes, maybe tired hands.
They look tired.
Spider hands.
That may be so. These fingers of mine have touched so many things. They are always stretching forwards, reaching out for something. The tip of my finger stands over the surfaces that I travel.
What if this guy is just like a homeless drug addict who breaks into houses? And he's just like, what do I look like? It's like, I'm calling the police.
And their sensations reach the core of my brain. Be it the softness of the first spring flowers, or the roughness of a wall made out of rubbish. Caressing, grabbing, clawing. No matter the time of day, no matter if I'm awake or asleep.
I kind of feel bad for him a little bit.
As if they had a mind of their own.
He sounds so desperate for a connection, you know?
Even now, they clutch onto the fabric
You know,
of
I'm
your
fucking
bed sheets.
scared. I feel really like sad.
They like how these thousands of threads intertwine with each other. The rustle of fabric against fabric, of skin against skin is irresistible. They want more. They want to feel closer, to have it between them and around them, more and more and more. Sometimes, however, they can't reach as far as they'd like. That's when I lend a hand. I take over and stretch, 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 and they grow. Maybe just the length of a fingernail every time, but they grow, just so they can reach out, clutch what they want, and then throw it aside, discarded, and forgotten. That's why they are tired. Because they never stop seeking, and most likely never will. Hey, have you ever stretched your fingers to grab a hold of something important, only to learn that it's been long out of your grasp? Have you?
That's when you grab something and you use it. I remain silent.
These hands are eyes, my hands. A good answer. Yet, there is only one way to know the truth. Open your eyes.
Oh no, I'm scared to do that.
So you won't look at me,
I'm scared that he might do something if I do.
even though my hands could be the same as yours.
I didn't break into your house to touch people, so...
Think about it. Maybe you and I are similar. No, I know we are. I can feel it in my skin. Oh. Can you hear it? My skin is pulsating. It has been long since this happened. It's a sign of my innermost emotions flowing out. I wander the world, wanting to be seen. I'll be satisfied as long as someone tells me how I look. But it's not like anyone will do. If it did, then it would be oh so easy. Since I could show myself to everyone at once, every living person in this land, and ask them all the same question. Someone will answer. There's no doubt about it. But it might not be the answer I wish for, since I don't want to be judged.
I love the design, because it's all in this person's imagination. They have no idea what this person looks like as long as they keep their eyes closed.
I don't
I
want
guess
to be
it's
perceived as something
amazing.
I'm not. It scares me. That is why, when someone is on the verge of looking at me, I shy away. I hide, fading into the dark. But you might be different. If it's you, it might be possible to stand still, if only for a second. That way you can help me, and we can both be fulfilled. Just thinking about it, it makes me feel something. I cannot describe it. I am not good with words. There was a person in my past who taught me to speak like a person. They were not good at it either. And thinking back on it, they certainly didn't enjoy it. To teach a wordless being how to talk must be a challenge. Yet, they did,
Takes a lot of patience.
simply because they could. It is weird to remember, because it makes me think of why I want to be seen. And I am not. Sure, I don't care much for my appearance. I don't want to be judged. But if that were it, I could easily stay out of sight. So why is it? Why do I want someone to recognize me so much?
He does. He wants to form like a human type connection. Like the last person he probably had that with was maybe the person who taught him how to speak. Or maybe not. Maybe he still couldn't form that connection. So he's like desperate for this like meaning, this belonging. It's really sad.
Maybe it's only because I can.
He sounds like really upset.
Because everyone gets to be recognized. But me. But I will. Soon. Once you open your eyes. There it is again. Just thinking about the moment you unveil your sight onto me. And you finally take those bed sheets off your body. And you inspect every crevice of mine. And you finally open those tight lips of yours to let me hear what I am. And to maybe even give me a name.
Oh, I would love to name you. I'd give you like the cutest name ever, man. You'd be so happy with it.
It makes me feel, but I don't know what. Surely it would be evident if you were to look at my face. Hey.
He's very like, please look at me.
What does my expression look like? When that veil of uncertainty finally disappears, what will we convey to each other? Answer me.
It's a cheerful smile. What do their expression look like? I would like to think that he would be happy to be seen, but also maybe a little surprised. Let's go for a cheerful smile. It's probably gonna be creepy as
A
fuck.
cheerful
But I
smile.
would hope he would be happy to be seen. Maybe. Oh, I love. He looks kind of adorable. I'm sorry. He really does.
That may be so. It would only make sense for the end of this journey to bring me joy. It has been so long. I can no longer remember where it all began. But who's to say it had a beginning? Maybe the starting point is that faint memory. The earliest one I can recall. I was walking. And for some reason, it was daytime. I rarely travel during the daytime. Only when the fear of being seen isn't there. So I must have believed that was the case. But it's strange, since the place I was walking through was a city, one full of people. I couldn't see them, but I know they were there.
He does look really sad with the way the features I gave him and stuff. I feel so bad.
Hiding in the shadows, with their backs against the dirt. Completely motionless, completely silent. Living in wait of their deaths. And what's more, none dared to look at me. Did they even know I was there? Maybe they did not care. All I remember is feeling a certain kinship towards the hidden inhabitants of that settlement. They were like me, living in fear of what others might think, and who's to say I wasn't one of them? Maybe I spent my days as part of the scenery as well. And one day I decided to go for a walk. A walk that hasn't yet found its end. It's my earliest memory. And my no
Oops, sorry, I
experience
didn't mean to
afterwards had made me want to
Sorry
smile
about that.
more than that. So if you say I am smiling, then surely that's how it must be. But tonight, I'm not joyful. So if my expression is truly one of cheer, then I must be lying through my smiling teeth. Hey, have you ever expressed honest happiness in your face? When in reality,
remained silent.
This expression. Is this my expression? I see. Thank you. You have truly helped me tonight. These are my eyes. These are my hands. And this is my expression. I consider these my most treasured features, and you have helped me picture them all. No one has done this for me. I feel a connection with you, one born out of honest gratitude. But there's one step left. You need to make sure of the truth. It is the only way to finally understand each other. So please, I beg of you, open your eyes.
Okay. I'm gonna open them this time. Yes. I open my eyes. There's nothing there. Oh my god. Holy crap. That was really good. I really like that. Oh, the guy who did the voice of the creature. Amazing, fantastic. Like, that was really good, and I hope that that person gets more voice acting jobs, because that was the epitome of creepy and like emotional. Like, the monster had a very like sad sound to his voice, even as he like he was terrifying, but it wasn't like he was trying to terrify you. Like, he was very desperate for that connection. He wanted someone to see him. He wanted to be seen. And I think in the end, opening your eyes was probably the best option. Because even though you're kind of afraid at first, it's just he's so sad. It's like there's not very many monsters that you hear that you feel truly sad for, but him, it was like, you know what, after describing these features and seeing how they turned out looking, I think I kind of owe it to him to open my eyes. And he vanished before I even got to see him, which is kind of sad. It was what he wanted, but he was too scared to be seen, even though he desperately wants it. That was really good, really creepy, really scary. Kind of played on my fear of like things going bump in the night, but it was also like a very emotional, like very well written, very well acted story. I really appreciate it. That was good, and I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope that you will check it out. I'll leave a link to the game in the description so you guys can go and play. I think there's supposed to be more than one ending, so you maybe will get the ending I didn't. You can do the choices that I didn't do, maybe change things, maybe immediately open your eyes and see what happens. I don't know, but thank you for coming in and watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye!